Hello everybody, welcome to the Bark Heart channel, and I just had a interesting idea in my head. This right here. I won't tell you the specs. If you guys are interested or whatever, then I will write in the comments what the specs are, but this video is how I bought a 1,000 euro plus PC for my brother whenever I was 18 years old. I'll just give you a backstory, but I was living in Latvia. I was living at my mom's, going to online school, and I'll be completely transparent with you guys. So I moved to America, and I dropped out of school, and I was thinking like, oh, I'll just go and continue, and hopefully they don't question what I did. I don't know. I was being so dumb at the time, but basically I got blessed, and let's say my dad was with me at the time, and he told me, like, I told him the truth, and then he told me, well, if you want to, you can work with me in the oil field in Texas. And I was like, wait, really? I can? Like, I'd never thought that was really possible, but he said it, and I was like, what? I can? Sure, I'll give it a try. And that I did. I waited at his house for a good 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, and then I started working, and it was like that. Now I worked a lot, and it was 21 days on, 7 off. So basically 3 out of 4 weeks in a month you are on call. And it could be, I've had a job that lasted 36 hours. Of course, on the oil field, you can like sit in your truck in a while and wait for stuff. But like, imagine I was in the middle of nowhere on a location with an oil rig, all this heavy machinery, loud noises and stuff. And I worked there for a good 6 or 7, maybe 8 months. It might have even been a whole 9 months, but it went by so fast for me because I was either working, sleeping, or just chilling at home doing my stuff, buying stuff on Amazon. But I mean, you can already predict by what I'm saying how I got this. Like, literally, no diploma, moved from Latvia, moved from Europe to America, didn't know what I was going to do, ended up getting a job, and hear me out. I basically had enough money to take my 1 week break, buy uh, a round trip ticket from Texas to Latvia and back. I was able to buy a bunch of stuff that I needed while I was here. I had over 2 grand in my bank account, and I ended up buying this 1,100 euro computer, one of the best ones that was at the store at the time. Like, my entire perspective on money, the world, and life was different because a regular person there, like, let's say the equivalent, if there was a worker from Latvia that almost did the same thing that I did, they would have definitely half the amount of money. But I just was able to so freely go into any store, do whatever I want, buy whatever I want. And it was crazy. And to me, it's like that's what everybody wants. To lots of other people, that's what everybody wants. They want to be able to have that financial freedom. The financial freedom was not where I was getting my happiness, pleasure, or anything from. Maybe for a small, short time. Like, people think money can buy you happiness, but no. I've changed my circumstances and other things so much in my life, so drastically, because I know how in control I am of my future and my life. I mean, I knew that deep down my brother wanted a gaming PC. I think he even, like, since he knew I had a good job, he was like, oh, you could help me get a gaming PC. I would buy him gift cards all the time, you know. I would get him V-Bucks, whatever he wanted and stuff. And it's because I could. And because I was making so much money, and also I was using the plant, because I love the plant, I I do things more freely, more carefree, because it was all out of love and emotions, and I didn't think systematically about stuff until I started growing up more, hanging around the wrong people, getting opinions from the wrong people. And then finally, a while back, I woke up and I was like, dang, I've really slowly turned into these people that I never wanted to be like. So now I'm finally opening up about everything. But yeah, I thought this would just be an interesting video. Like, it does not matter who you are, where you are, what you've done, what you're doing. Of course, like, we can't have anybody that's done something insane, but like, I was just an 18-year-old boy, didn't finish high school, lived in Europe, moved to America because I have an American passport, luckily. And yes, luckily my dad was in Texas and in connection with these oil field jobs. But even if he wasn't, just having that information can complete your life. Like if you want to make 3 to 4 grand starting a month and get up to 5, 6, even 7 grand in a month, just simply go work in the oil field in Texas and work your way up over time. Prove that you're a good worker and that you care, and that's all it took. Like I was gonna get a raise already within not even working there for a year, but I left, and it is what it is. But deep down, I guess I know that if I ever want to not make YouTube videos, not make music, not build my brands and stuff, then I can just leave the internet, go work in the oil field in Texas, make a lot of money, and live my life. But like I said, I found out that money is not my route to happiness. It's more like, how did you get it? Did you get it because you did something you love? Did you get it because you were like basically a slave, you know? Yeah, I mean, it was my willingness, but I can also willingly leave like I did. And it wasn't even because of the things I'm telling you. Why I actually left was more of personal issues and family issues. And I cared more about my inside and my soul and my morals instead of, okay, I'm going to be a hard ass or I'm going to have a hard heart, but still wake up and do this stuff. And I don't know. I just didn't see it going right. The only way it would have gone right is if I would have got my own place to stay and be alone. But then I kind of felt that the more alone I'd be, the more I could corrupt my soul. And I just wanted to go move back to Oklahoma instead of Texas and be with closer family and lots of closer friends. And I mean, that's what I did. And lots has happened. I'm back in Latvia again at my mom's house. But that's because I have been choosing everything I've been doing. I'm not settling for the things that are, to some people, not easy to get. To me, it seems easy to get. Like, bro, let's say there's 50 states in America. I have a chance in my life to move to every single state and work at a random different job if I really wanted to. Like, yes, CVs and resumes really matter, but at the end of the day, when you're in front of a person personally and you talk to them openly, it doesn't matter that much. But it also matters who you're talking to. And, well, if God puts the right person in your life, then good things can most likely happen for sure. That's the end of this video, though, saying, like, yeah, I did that, and it was, like, easy for me. And now looking at it and people thinking, it's like, what? How'd you do that? It's hard. It's crazy. I could do it again. I could do it times 10 if I wanted to. But I have so much in my 5 notebooks of 5 years I've been writing and whatever it is, and I'm not giving up. I'm only 21, turned 21 in April. It's only August right now. So I've decided that if things aren't stable for me by the time I'm 30, then that definitely means, okay, just go work in Texas. But I've already seen stability and success from the things I've done before I was even 20 years old. And that's why I have not given up, and that's why I have not gave in either. I hope that this video helps some people. Unedited, raw video. If you like, if you agree, or whatever. Hate comments, I don't care what happens. But like, subscribe, comment. See you guys later.